You're listening to The Sports Moment,
May 24th, 2024.
part of the Sports Moments and Memories with Craig Olson podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a sports moment. Sponsored by Pemberton Law and Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
Lake Area Docks and Lifts, more than just docks and lifts. Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
It has been a real battle this week with the weather for the spring sports events, but yesterday, almost everything that was scheduled was completed, and we'll start with the local golf results, followed by track and field, and then the baseball and softball updates, just to get you up to date. Well, the Fergus Falls boys golf team had a very busy day yesterday. They played two 18-hole meets at two different courses for the Central Lakes Conference Championship. Now, the Otters finished fourth as a team, and three of their players, Riley McGovern, Adam Kennedy, and Ryan Nelson, achieved all-conference status. Now, the Otters started the day at the Geneva Golf Club, where the boys posted a score of 312, tied with Brainerd for third place. Alexandria had a great team score at 288, even par, to take the lead after round one. The Otters were led by Ryan Nelson with 74. Carver Larson of Alexandria, 6 under par, 66, to take the individual lead. Next, all of the Central Lakes Conference teams drove to the St. Cloud Country Club for round two, and the Otter boys posted a team score of 331, led by Riley McGovern with a 79. Individually, Jack Holtz of Alexandria won the CLC championship and also had the lowest scoring average in the conference. Well, Riley McGovern got his third straight all-conference award, Adam Kennedy his second, and Ryan Nelson earned all-conference again after earning it as a sophomore and being the honorable mention last year. Also, sophomore Quentin Keel was honorable mention this year. So, great performance by the Otters. They are going to be competing in the section golf tournament in Bemidji on June 3rd and 4th. Track and field yesterday. The Otter girls and boys hosted the Central Lakes Conference meet, and Nikki Weldy, head coach of the Otter girls, said as a whole, the Otters brought home more conference honors than they ever had before. They claimed 21 personal best performances as well. Este Versteeg led the Otters with a pair of all-conference honors in the 1600 and the 3200, personal best times in both events, and all-conference honorable mention went to the 4x100 relay, the 4x200 relay, and the 4x800 relay teams with season best times recorded in both of the sprint relays. Individuals receiving all-conference honorable mention status include Rachel DeBrito in the 200-meter dash, and as part of both sprint relays, Violet McCann in the 400-meter dash, and as a member of the 4x200 relay, Cassie Wellman in the 1,600-meter run and part of the 4x800 relay, and Maya Fear in the long jump and triple jump, and as part of the 4x100-meter relay. So congratulations to the Otter girls track and field team on their performance yesterday. And the Otter boys also hosted the Central Lakes Conference Championship, and Fergus Falls had 13 personal best performances, 6 all-conference winners, and 8 honorable mention placements, and they were third as a team with 88 points behind Alexandria with 160 and Brainerd with 146.5. All-conference honors, well, the most exciting result was the 4x800-meter relay. The team, composed of David Ronovic, Tommy Erickson, Logan Bradenberg, and Jaden Miller, ran a winning time of 8 minutes, 11.04 seconds, which broke the previous school record by nearly 4 seconds. That was set back in 1999, so congratulations to that group on establishing that new record. The all-conference honors went to that relay team and then to Jaden Miller in the 800, Andrew Muckow in the pole vault, Darius Lockett in the long jump and the triple jump, and Shane Zierden in the triple jump. Honorable mention honors to Ryan Hurst in the long jump, Jack Weldy in the high jump, Leighton Drouillard in the discus and in the shot put, Quinn Wynn Sheldon in the shot put, Michael Schmidt in the 3,200, Logan Bradenberg in the 1,600, and Matthew Toole in the 800. So next up, section meets for a chance to qualify for state. Day 1 will be Wednesday at Pequot Lakes, and then Day 2 will be June 1st, Saturday, at Cold Spring, hosted by Rocori High School. Lots of good results yesterday for the Otter boys and girls track and field teams. Now, the subsection 21, section 6A track and field meet was held in Pelican Rapids yesterday, and the Minnewaska area boys and girls were champions in both of the team competitions. Barnesville was second, Pelican Rapids third. In the girls' competition, Pelican Rapids was second and Osakis third in the boys' competition. Border West wound up fourth in both of the events. Let's look at some of the individual standouts for Pelican Rapids. Charlie Larson won the 1,600-meter run and the 800-meter run, and also anchored the winning 4x400-meter relay team that had Jack Welch and Anthony Checo D'Souza and Ethan Eisman on the team. Justin Jacobson won the discus and the shot put for the Viking boys. And for Otter Tail Central, champions on the boys' side, well, they had Peter Newark win the 3,200-meter run. And congratulations to him on that performance. James Buell of Border West was the pole vault champion. Bailey Evans of Breckenridge won the 100-meter dash, and his teammate Jacob Kunkel was the high jump champion. Matthew Danielson from Rothsay had a good meet, 110-meter hurdles champion and third in the 300-meter hurdles. Carson Jensen qualified for the section meet in all 4 of his events with a second-place finish in the long jump, his top performance of the day. Also, West Central area's Isaac Allen, runner-up in the high jump. Carter Chesbo, second in the 3,200-meter run. And for the Ashby, Brandon, Evansville boys, they were led by a 5th-place finish by Logan Hayburn in the 100-meter dash. Hillcrest had a 4th-place finish from Maverick Peterson in the 800-meter run, and it was Barnesville's David Spillum finishing 5th in the 800. On the girls' side, Pelican Rapids' Megan Guler, what a year Megan has had as a freshman. She wins the 100-meter dash and the 200-meter dash to lead the Vikings, and Grace Backstrom was the high jump champion. Otter Tail Central, Nora Frosley wins the 3,200, runner-up in the 1,600. Kinley Borman, a double champion, long jump and triple jump subsection champion. Other top performances, Gracie Gallagher in the discus for Border West. She was the champion there. She was runner-up in the shot put. And Breckenridge had good performances from Mariah Coltis with a second place in the high jump, and their 4x100-meter relay team of Parker Yagi, Haley Hansen, Brenna Ruddy, and Emily Goen finished as the second-place team there. West Central area had a 4th place from Sydney Ulrich in the long jump, and a 3rd by their 4x100-meter relay team. And the Ashby, Brandon, Evansville Bolts, well, Lucia Wales continued her great season, winning the 100-meter hurdles and the 300-meter hurdles, finishing 2nd in the 100-meter dash and 3rd in the long jump. And what a day for Hillcrest and their relay teams. They set school records in the 4x8 relay with Kaya Fiskness, Emmy Berge, Katie Holsner, and Elsa Retzloff, and in the 4x400-meter relay with Fiskness, Berge, Retzloff, and Ruby Peterson. Congratulations to the Comets. Lindsay Rotz led Barnesville with a first in the 1,600 and the 800. Ashley Manaville was champion in the pole vault for the Trojans, and Ava Fallingstead finished as runner-up in the long jump and in the triple jump competition. So great day. Also, Ava was runner-up in the 100-meter hurdles, too. So Great day for all the local track and field athletes. Busy day on the local front. We'll look at the baseball and softball results that we have in just a moment. But before we do that, Pemberton Law Firm is one of the sponsors making our podcast possible. We appreciate them being with us since we started this podcast back in December. Hard to believe we've been doing it that long already, but we have. And, of course, Pemberton Law has been doing what they do for much longer than that. You can go back to 1883. They carry a legacy of trustworthy and reputable legal representation in our area dating back that far. Now, they have locations in Fergus Falls, Wadena, Detroit Lakes, and Alexandria to serve you, and online, of course, at pemlaw.com. And Lake Area Docks and Lifts offers premium waterfront equipment sales, service, and installation. Best quality and service at the best prices. Just ask your neighbor at the lake about Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
Lake Area Docks and Lifts, more than just docks and lifts. Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
Well, the postseason is underway in softball now. In Section 8-3A yesterday, the Otters traveled to Cold Spring to play Little Falls. They were supposed to host that game on Tuesday, but got rained out. So they moved the game to Rocori High School in Cold Spring because the top-seeded Spartans were going to play the winner of that matchup between the Otters and the Flyers. So the Flyers won 8-5 and moved on to play Rocori, whereas the Otters are now in the elimination bracket, and they will play Alexandria Tuesday at 4 p.m. in Alexandria. In baseball yesterday, the Otters were defeated by Perham by a score of 4-0 in their regular season finale, and the playoffs will start on Tuesday for the Otter baseball team, and the Otters will be in action in the opening round on Tuesday at Little Falls at 5 o'clock. That is their first round game. Otter Tail Central had their senior night last night, and they shut down Brandon Evansville, won 4-0 as they honored their seniors. The Bulldogs won 15 games this season, finished as runners-up in the Park Region Conference, and they'll be the number 3 seed in Section 8-2A, and will host number 6 seed Monaga on Tuesday night at 6 o'clock at Tony Kaluski Field in Henning. The Parker's Prairie baseball team closed out the regular season with an impressive 9-0 win over Browerville. They end the regular season with an outstanding record of 18-1. They'll begin the playoffs on Tuesday at home against an opponent to be determined. So lots of stuff on the local front yesterday. And, of course, tonight the Minnesota Timberwolves are back in action. Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals Series against the Dallas Mavericks. Wolves had a meeting yesterday to discuss their poor performance and lack of defensive intensity in Game 1, that 108-105 loss a couple of nights ago. So hopefully they come out a bit more determined tonight. They are 5.5-point favorites going into tonight's game. They go on to Dallas Sunday for Game 3. Game 4 will be on Tuesday, also in Dallas. And to get the series back to Minnesota for Game 5 next Thursday, they need to win at least one of the 3 games coming up, the one tonight in Minneapolis and the 2 in Dallas. Now, the Boston Celtics showed why they're the best team in the NBA last night after struggling and sneaking out an overtime win in the first game of their best-of-7 Eastern Conference Finals series. They pulled away in the second half last night for a 126-110 win over the Pacers. And the Minnesota Lynx suffered their first loss of the season last night. DeWanna Bonner made 2 free throws with 7.4 seconds left in overtime, and the Connecticut Sun ran their season-opening winning streak to 4 games as they overcame a 13-point deficit to pick up the win. Nafisa Collier scored 31 and had 11 rebounds to lead the Lynx with a double-double. The Lynx will be back in action tomorrow when they take on the New York Liberty in a noon game, and they also play on Sunday against the Atlanta Dream. The Liberty game is at home. The game against the Dream, that is on the road. And the Minnesota Twins open a 7-game homestand tonight. They've got the Texas Rangers in for Game 1 of their 3-game weekend series at Target Field. And it will be Bailey Ober getting the ball tonight as the Twins try to extend their winning streak to 3 games. They won the last 2 games in their 3-game series in Washington. Enjoyed a day off yesterday, and now let's hope for a solid 7-game homestand. And that'll do it for our podcast today. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. Be safe.
You've been listening to The Sports Moment with Craig Olson, sponsored by Pemberton Law and Lake Area Docks and Lifts. Produced by Sunroom Lab. Music by Blue Red Roses. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and thanks for listening.